What's up, everybody? Shalom, shalom. What's up, family? I'm gonna wait till some more people get in here. I hope everybody's having a good day today. Let me know if you can hear and see me and that everything is clear. We should be good to go now. What's up? We clear? Everything good? All right. We're gonna wait till some more people get in here. We got blue. I think it's called Blue Wine. And this is called, oh no, this is Blue Six, and it's called Music and Wine. This is one of my favorite songs. I'm a smooth person. I like that music. Sound like you live in a loft. She's like, you finally got a notification, huh? Okay. They've been working on my polls, so everything should be a little bit better now with the internet. Shalom, shalom, everybody. Peace and blessings. I hope everybody's doing well. We let some more people get up in here really quick. Just getting some more people up in here. Just enjoy the sounds. You know your girls are house here from the shot, so this is one of my favorite songs. This is called Blue. The group is called Blue Six, and this is called Music and Wine. Memories of better times. I'm glad to see all of you all too. What's up, Rodney, Queen, Mommy, all of my moderators that are in here. What's going on, Dimensional? I see some new people in here. If I didn't mention your name, shalom, shalom. I hope everybody is doing all right on this day off for me. It's a day off for me. I don't celebrate on Thanksgiving at all. So I figured I'd just come on because I don't know if it's more people just like me. This just a day off for me to be in the crib right now. What's going on, everybody? Honey, I have to put on my specs to see all these different days. So wait 1 second. Wait. Okay, God's daughter Candace, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody is doing well. And Nubian Queen, everybody that is here. And I just have to do a PSA. Look, this is not a Christian channel or Hebrew like religion like channel, okay? For we do study the Most High here. Everybody here is learning and reading different books, but we do not stay in just the Bible. We go different places, and I personally deal with people's darker sides of their personality, the things that they need to clear up, called shadow, okay? To make sure people understand, because see, when I do Sammy, it just messes up everybody. Everybody goes into straight Christian mode for some reason, and it just, whoo, you can't be in this life, y'all, and continue the way you've always known things to be, okay? If that was the case, if we were all on the right road, everybody would be perfectly fine. The world would be a better space. Clearly, we were not. Okay, that religion with all of the things that was given to us. Yes, all of us have been in the church and things like that, and we thought we were on the right road, and we're finding our way in the dark right now. But for now, I have found through different people that I have found on YouTube and other places. I initially started out with the guys in Purple United to Christ and all of the different other groups and camps and stuff. And the way that they felt about different things made me go search other places because I had different experiences. That doesn't take away from their groups at all. They're a good starting ground for everybody because those boys know the Bible backwards and forwards. Excellent teachers when you're just beginning. But as you evolve and depending on the different experiences you had in your life, you need more than that. That's the reason why Christianity couldn't do nothing for me. So if you are inside of here dealing with Christian stuff, this is the wrong place for you, baby. You're gonna have your head blown on my channel, okay? And I'm just telling you now. All right, I deal with the realities of our Our lives, we have Sammys. Everybody got a Sammy with their hat cocked in their. I'm still a work in progress. I'm not holy sanctified at all. And if that's what you came here to get, you're in the wrong. You really are. Okay, I'm still working on myself on a regular basis. All right, I'm a normal person like everybody else here, trying to find our way through. Okay, and if you say it's all buffering, I'm hoping that it's not buffering because I went through a whole lot to make sure everything is okay here. Is everybody all right? You might have it might be on different sides already, but it's still buffering a lot. Okay, I don't see it on my side because usually if it's buffering, it'll give me a little message at the top of my screen. Okay, so give it a moment. Give it a moment, you guys. Give it a moment. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, and hopefully it'll come back in okay. Let me know. Is it a little bit better? We good? Okay. All right. If it's a 1, give me a 1 if it's all good. All right. But what I was saying is that sometimes people get a little upset when I go into Sammy mode. And like I said, everybody's got a Sammy. I'm just honest about my Sammy. Okay. So I need you all to understand. I have my own hangups, just like you do. Just the other day, perfect example. I came home from work. Normal day, I was coming home from work. I'm like, okay, good. It's gonna be the day before I got a half day, and I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be 100. I get home to a damn van, a truck in my yard, where my brand new gate that I just put in a year ago completely destroyed by Itchy and a Scratchy. High on heroin. They ran into my house. They didn't run into the house. The gate saved it. Okay. So you know what happened. Itchy and Scratchy was almost running. They was running away from my house, y'all. Because guess who came out? Sammy came out. Said, hello. How you doing? I'm finna choke the shit out of some people. Okay. It came out. Itchy and Scratchy, before I was done, was yelling for the police to come get somebody. Call the police. Help! Somebody help! They were so scared of my ass. They went running, trying to run onto the expressway to get away from my house. That's how bad Sammy came out, y'all. Okay? Pulling Itchy and Scratchy was like, out of all the houses we could have messed with, out of all the houses we could have destroyed and ran into, they ran into Sammy's house. Even my neighbor's like, you don't gotta be like that, honey. Sammy retaliated and said, you know what? You need to stay out my business before I make that question mark back of yours straight. Honey, my neighbors walked their ass back in their house. They like, that lady across the street about to go crazy. Oh, they saw another side of Miss Pat, the little across the street that's quiet, don't say nothing. Little jazzy lady across the street don't say nothing to nobody, just hide by. They saw Sammy come out, but honey, Itchy and Scratchy was yelling for the police. And I wanted to tell you all about that little adventure with Pat that happened with me the day before yesterday. Okay, let me tell you something. Like I said, I get home, I find it's a van. My property is destroyed. I got insurance, it's cool. And that's a small voice came and said, Pat, let the man go from choking him. It's just a gate. It's just a gate. You understand? Yes, I put paws on one of the Itchy and Scratches. Because they was going to lie in my face and say, somebody just stole a car and brought it into your house. No, it was your ass. Okay? I can't do lies. I can't do lies in my face real well. Okay? But what ends up happening is that the police get this particular person after they tried to run onto the expressway, because I live right by the expressway. So they literally tried to hop the fence and run onto the expressway. They was hot. They was going out their mind. And the ambulance people had to shoot them up with a drug to bring them up down off of their high. Okay? Finally, they come down the high, off the high, and they see my face. Ah! God, there's the police here. She gonna get me. It was terrible. It was terrible. I don't know what they saw, but they must have saw. That my spirit was in that altered state that I was not my normal self at all. I was beyond angry. These eyes of mine do something different when I get angry. Okay, but this is what's telling you where our state of our situation in these cities are. It took us an hour and a half to get a police officer here. The ambulance people were trying to chase this person and get them to sit down and couldn't. Okay, they called the police 7 times. No one would show up. So we had a situation outside my house going on for an hour and a half. No police. No police report, all of that stuff. I literally had to go to one of the big area police places to tell them what was going on. They're like, what? You know, understand? So it's a prejudice thing going on in my area where they handle the white folks, but the black people they won't handle. So I had to go over and tell on them to get some actual people to come and handle this situation. All right. This is Chicago, very prejudiced place. So finally we get the police reports that I need so I can go on about my business, let my insurance people handle the situation. But this man was supposed to be after the ambulance and the police officers got this individual. They were supposed to go make sure that they're okay because they say we have to handle the life, make sure everybody's all right and that this person is healthy and his life is not in danger. The itchy and scratchy person's life is not in danger. I'm like, yeah, okay, I think I told my shit up, but all right, go ahead. And they said, and then he's going to go to jail from there. Let me tell you. Now, this was at 8 o'clock by the time we got the police and everything here. By 11 o'clock, Itchy and Scratchy done came back again, trying to get the car from out of my yard. Now, see, they turn around and they meet. Who else? Who comes to the door again? I done tried to calm down, Sammy. Tell him, let's take your hat off, girl. We cool. Itchy and Scratchy back. Trying to take the car and drive off. Now, mind you, this Itchy and Scratchy ain't even from here. They're from Kansas somewhere. That means they're here visiting for Thanksgiving or whatever. All right? And then got them to taste of something and then slammed into somebody's house. And I happened to get up and I heard somebody trying to bang on the door. I'm like, what the hell are they banging on? So I look outside. They out there trying to get in the car. I said, I think you might want to step the hell off my property. Now you done fucked up. Get the fuck away from the car. They like, wow. I'm like, yeah. See, last time I damn near choked you. Now I'm going to shoot you. Get the fuck away from my property. You own my shit now. I'm in full law. This is going to be real legal right here. Get your ass back in your car and go. That's my car. I mean, they let me go from the hospital. They ain't let you go from the Chicago hospital. If you go to the hospital inside the emergency room, you guys, you're going to stay in the emergency room in Chicago for at least 5 fucking hours before you even get seen by anybody. And they don't give a shit if your ass got a bullet wound or not. You're going to be in that motherfucker for a while, depending on where you shot at. Okay? Now, who's letting you out in 2 hours means you went to the hospital and you walked out the hospital. You thought you was going to come back here, get the car, drive off, and then the legal part would be catch me if you can. But no, Sammy came to the door and said, I think you might want to rethink that. Get the fuck off my property. Your car stays right where it is. Because the police had locked it up, so they didn't have the key to it at all. They got in the car and left. I called the police again in the morning. The police show up and they was like, I said, I need this car removed. They tried to come and get it last night. The man said, wait a minute. The police officer was like, they didn't lock the person up. I said, I don't know what y'all doing. But right now, 2 people came back here last night to come and get this car. I stayed up all night to make sure nobody came back. So as the police officers are there waiting for a tow, guess who shows up again? Itchy and Scratchy trying to take the car one more time. I'm sitting here like, what? And I said, police officer, there they are again. He said, are you kidding me? I said, I'm not. That's them right there. And they sitting up here telling the police officer, somebody stole our car and crashed it into this lady's house. Now, mind you, we got him on videotape and everything, all right? We got him on videotape nodding, running up and down the street, falling, all this other stuff. And we literally showed it to the cop. And the cop is sitting here like, I don't believe this shit. I'm like, he's like, it's too early for it. I said, honey, I understand. I get it. I get it. You understand? I totally get it. So the police officer told him, no, this is a part of a crime. You cannot take this car. We are to city of Chicago's towing it. They go away. So we sitting here waiting on the tow truck, talking back and forth with neighbors. I'm waiting on insurance people, all kind of people come here, another person to come here and quote me another fence, all of this. I'm doing my thing. My normal thing is everything is moving like clockwork to get my situation handled. The police officer takes off and goes to another emergency that's happening somewhere else. And then eventually, I'd say about an hour, he comes back, like literally. Guess what happens after this? Itchy and Scratchy done sent a tow truck to try to get the car off my property to leave. I said, you know what? And the police officer happened to just pull up. And he was like, that's not the city. That's not our tow people. I'm like, they said they here to tow the car. They said, who told you? He's like, the owner told us to come and tow the car. He's like, oh, hell no, y'all gotta go. Craziness, y'all. This is the craziest thing I ever dealt with. And it's because the energy was off yesterday, and you could just feel it. It was a big evil that was happening. Because I'm going to tell you now, this is the spiritual side of this whole situation that happened with the adventures with Pat. Yes, that day. In the morning, me and my daughter both know it's something in our backyard. We can't see it. We don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's pretty big. And every day at the same time, my Ring camera goes off saying it's motion in my backyard. At first, I thought it was a barbecue pit. Ain't no wind. Even when the wind blows, that thing don't do nothing. They say it's somebody literally walking. Okay, lets me know somebody's walking in your backyard or something. We look outside, it's never nothing there. But when I come outside in the summertime, I always feel like somebody's standing there watching us. And even when my granddaughter had her little birthday party back there, everybody said, I always feel like we being watched back here. I'm like, I know, I feel the same thing. I don't trip about it. It is what it is. All right. That whole morning before this accident happened, at 9 o'clock in the morning, which my alarm never goes off, it kept going off like somebody was back there fighting. I mean, like going off constantly over and over again. And we looking outside, ain't nobody out there. I'm looking on my phone. I'm like, what the hell is going on in the backyard? Then on the front, it kept going off like somebody's on your porch. I'm like, somebody's on. And we look, nobody's on. There's nobody around. I'm like, what is going on? So I think Spirit was trying to let us know that there's a lot of things going on that we cannot see in the spirit realm of some of us who are being protected. I know for a fact this house was protected because that car, from how it came up on the sidewalk, was literally darting directly into my home, just like that. It looked as though somebody moved it like this, boom, and flew it back. It was, and it was pinned between a little tiny baby tree and another pole. And I'm like, how? Even the police officer was like, what the hell? And I'm like, exactly. It was sitting crazy. So I don't know. But I know me with an Aries ascendant right now, we getting spiritually attacked. And like just like with Kyrie. Kyrie is an Aries. I'm an Aries ascendant. We having our situations right now with people coming at us or whatever. But the Most High been standing there literally covering everything all the way around. So nothing's been able to touch. But it looked as though it was like that car ran into a barrier. And my daughter said spiritually, she said, I keep hearing collateral damage. She was like, it was going to either be the house, your car, or the fence. And the Spirit said, we'll do the fence. And that was that. And I was like, okay, hey, it's the fence. The fence literally saved the house because he would have literally went into the house. He was veering straight for the house. Very weird indeed. Okay. Very weird situation. But a lot of us are going to be tried because you have to understand what has happened with this situation of us having our coming out party, as I call it. That did a lot in the spirit world. Do you understand that knocked over a whole game? That was a check of all checks. Do you understand? That was a checkmate. That was one of those checks where you actually take a piece off the chessboard and it can't be played no more. That's what the Most High literally did. He did one of them check and then take a piece. Boom. That was a hell of a move. And when those moves happen, you have to expect the darker side to start trying to come back with force. Just like you if you're watching, you don't see that now you have a situation where they're trying to come at all different types of people different ways. I think Chris Brown was supposed to do something at the VMAs and they turned around and said, how can we have a woman beater and a child molester honored on our show? And they were talking about Chris Brown doing I guess an honor for Michael Jackson. Now, I don't even watch this kind of stuff, but I heard about it and I said, they're trying to mess with the different entertainers now. The only people that can do that in the music business are them folks, okay? Is Ish, all right? And they're very upset because something has been said out to the public and they didn't realize how many of us knew. That's the big part. Already, they were really shocked when those gentlemen surrounded the Barclays Center. They were like, what the hell is that? They always just 100 people. No, it was more than 100 people out there, baby. That was a small army, and that scared the living shit out of them. And it scared the living shit out of them for two reasons. One, this was not Ray Ray and Pookie and them. These were grown-ass men. Okay? Grown men, not thugs, not something you could tune your nose up and say messed up things about. This is their worst nightmare coming true. These are organized people not doing nothing. You can't tell those brothers shit about the Bible that they read because they know that motherfucker backwards and forwards and in between. The only difference is I wish they get into other books and they really could have at it. They could go at it. Okay, I would sit and watch that. You understand? And front seat tickets to that if they went into these other books. But I am watching from a distance, Mr. Nathan, Bishop Nathan, looking in other books for the history part, but not necessarily going into esoteric parts just yet. But it's baby steps to it. And eventually I think they'll get to it. I really do. But on a grander scheme, this scared the living bejesus out of them that they're so out of touch with the people that they thought they had a handle on. They didn't see this. They didn't see this coming. And they like, and how many of them are sitting inside our offices that know what's up? Many of us. Me, I'm sitting there. Just because I am not wearing my shit out and wearing my medallions and different things like that doesn't mean that I've learned sometimes it's best to let people think what they think. They ain't got to know everything about you. You understand? We everywhere and nowhere at the same time, just like our brother. You ain't got to show everything you know. That's what's wrong with a lot of us. We want to show everything we know, and that's where we get in trouble. Well, you understand? Every once in a while, I wear my peculiar t-shirt, and people like, huh? You know, the Edomites, they just heathen. Some of them just, they don't know nothing. But other people look, and they be like, okay. And you know the ones that's going, that's it. And they know exactly who we are, okay? But they were not expecting what they saw. And they were not expecting how organized those gentlemen are. And my thing is that I'm not going to be a person that downs those gentlemen. Like I said, everybody has their piece. I had to started learning with them and the different camps that were around. And I found out that wasn't my space. That wasn't my thing. You get what I'm saying? And eventually I graduated to other things that were more in line with what I was experiencing, as well as what I already knew on my own that I had studied on my own. And that's how I found people like Big Judah, and other people would find their spaces too. Because at first I thought about it like this, when it comes down to us in this walk, that it's gonna, it's like, you don't want to run into a camp first, but a camp is good though. When you first start, they give you the basis. Now, after a while comes independent thought, and eventually you will make a decision once you outgrow that, because everybody outgrows different things. Some of us are meant to go further into other spaces than this. That's the reason why I try to tell people that this is not a church area. I'm not going to deal with what my enemy has given me to study. See, the problem is that a lot of people sit up here and you hear them talk about tarot and stuff like that. They get upset. It's all evil. Who told you it was evil? I'll wait. Who told you that? They told you the reason why you were in the space that you were in is because of the magic and the different things you all were doing as whatever you say you were. The reason why Haiti is messed up is because of voodoo and things like that. From what I understand of voodoo and my study of it is voodoo is no more than communicating with nature. So that would be, if you talking with the trees and shit like that, you would be considered a voodoo priest in most of these people's books. Now, it all depends on what you call yourself doing and what the practitioners, you know what I'm saying, practitioners' motive is inside of anything. And that goes for Christianity too, because I know some people who use Christianity evil as well, to punish people and hit people upside the head with Bibles and stuff like that and say crazy shit. So it all depends on the practitioner and what the hell you using it for and what your intent is behind anything to do with spiritual things. Okay? It's just that simple. But because there's evil and there is good, they are twin brothers. That is never going to change. You, the person that chooses how you gonna roll. Okay, those things are always going to be there. But your enemy told you the reason why you fucked up today is because you was messing with magic or you was doing this and that and that. No, my enemy cannot tell me that, because when I went and looked for myself instead of being scared, listening to them and their, their observation of what is supposed to be going on with me, I went and looked for myself and found out something to be totally different. Okay? Because when I looked into things like Wicca and voodoo and hoodoo and Santana and all this, see, like I said, I know what the hell I'm talking about. When you go into these things and look into these different crafts, as they want to call it, you will find many things that you're not used to seeing. But you also understand how it's used and your intent in using it. But when your enemy tells you don't use it because it's evil, that works to their advantage because they're keeping you away from things that could help you. Perfect example. I don't know if you all have read the book Lamech. I think his name is Lamech or something like that. He was Noah's, or one of Noah's sons. There was many things inside that book, and he was also, I think, one of the either Esau came from him or something like that. I think Esau ended up. It's something about he's one of Esau's children. Either way, he dealt. Yeah, Lamech. You know what I'm talking about. That book had a lot of stuff in there that you would have considered when he was looking for somebody. He would put something inside the head or something, and it would tell him exactly what somebody was. I was like, that ain't sound like voodoo to me. I don't know what the hell it is. Okay, but this thing was a regular thing that they talked to spirits back and forth, and that was like that's a normal shit. All right. And it was like, it didn't seem like the Most High had issues with it because this man literally knew how to put this shit together. Okay. But those are things that were taken out of the Bible that you would not even know anything about. Do you understand? Right. He created a Nephilim child. You're right. He created the first Nephilim child. Was a lot of stuff that was inside that thing that had me like, what is that? I said, that sounds like some fucking voodoo shit if I've ever heard of it. But like I said, at the end of the day, there's many things inside the books that you all don't understand. Okay, when they talk about the priests going at it with each other, it was not normal. I don't know if you've ever read inside of the Nag Hammadi how there was a fight between I think it may have been Peter and another priest that actually made himself float up in the air, and everybody was looking, and Peter was like, Most High, I really wish you would knock his ass down because he is really doing too much. This man has sold himself over to something to be able to perform all of these things, okay, in front of people. Now, that's not that Peter could not have done the exact same thing. He was just not here for showing off what the Most High could do through him to people out here. But this man was out here making money and doing all kinds of things with this little power that he had. And before it was all said and done, when Peter prayed to the Most High about the situation that was going on, because they literally had them battling back and forth. Okay, he called pillar of fire from the sky. This dude called a pillar of fire from the sky. It's always been a constant fight. Do you understand? We not a group of people that's not made from wizards and things. Who the hell do you think Merlin was? Merlin wasn't no white dude walking in a damn forest. That was a black dude. A lot of these stories that you all read about literally was us. We are magical people. I mean, you don't understand that? Prayer warriors are magical people. That means their prayer warriors have an automatic dial-up. What's up, JC? What's up? How you doing, boy? Hey, I need some favors here for my girl. She got problems. Amanda left her. She needs some money. Could you help her out? That's what we do. We got a natural dial-up to the Most High. Yep, you got it? Okay, this is how we need to go. You got 5 kids. They need this and this and that. Can you send it? And I don't know how you're going to send it, but just send it. And he like, I got you. Not everybody's got a dial up like that. There are some of us that the Most High literally talks. We want to go home so bad. He was like, you know what? If I send them to earth, they're going to have to be able to talk to me directly. This one gets an automatic. They can talk to me whenever they want to. Okay. And some of us are the main ones that really do have that dial up are ones just like me. The ones that's literally walking on that thin line between the fucked up side and the good side. Okay? We some of the main ones that could literally talk to him. And that's because most of us are the most honest. But we don't believe it. We don't. We really don't. We really don't believe it. We think it's everybody but us. There's no way the Most High will listen to me. But every time you need some help, miraculously, it happens. Every time. Usually it's the black sheep of the family, the ones that can usually make it happen. Quiet as kept. But at the end of the day, I need you all to understand that when your enemy tells you this is a problem, this is the reason why you were banished, this is the reason why you were cursed. Our cursing had to do with us not listening to what the Most High had to say regarding us. We wanted to be like the heathen and the Gentile instead of a set apart people that followed his rules and continue to be guardians of this planet. Ain't got a damn thing to do with you playing tarot cards. Yes, there are sorcerers. I told you how they get down. They tell you what something is that actually isn't. You understand? They play with your mind. You've seen them do this. They said you shouldn't suffer a poisoner to live, not a witch. But you got poisoners sitting right here in your face every day that you call doctors. They give you shit that could fuck you up every day. But we suffer them to live. We pay them big bucks. Okay? I've seen many doctors fuck up many people and poison them with shit that they didn't need in the first place. On some, let's just see what sticks, throw it against the wall and see what sticks type shit. You got a lot of people hung on drugs right now. They done turned themselves into itchy and scratches because of prescription drugs. You can't tell me that doctor didn't know prescribing that there's a possibility this person could get hooked on something like that and turned it to a hype. I've seen many people turned into a hype off of prescription drugs. All right? You went to the doctor just to get your teeth pulled and they gave you Valium. You understand what I'm saying? To keep the pain away, and you liked the Valium. I need some more of that. You understand? They should have told you, no, you just take some regular Tylenol. Or they gave you some Tylenol with codeine. and you can't take nothing else other than that. They gave you some muscle relaxers, a Tramadol or something like that. Oh, it goes from fentanyl to Tramadol to all these other alls and this and that. And before it's over, your ass a damn hype, and you didn't even mean to be that. This all came from you having a toothache, and now you hooked on something. That's a poisoner. You should have known better to give them something like that. But it happens every day. Same thing with morphine. Morphine will kill every pain inside of you if you can get past the burn that goes through your goddamn veins. When I was pregnant with my daughter and had a C-section, and they said, here's that pump. And the first couple of times, I'm like, this is fucking heaven right here. But afterwards, that shit burns through your damn veins, and you sit up there like, should I deal with the pain or should I take the burn? I was happy that the Most High put that burn in my veins so badly that I'm like, look, you know what? Just give me some Tylenol. I can't fuck with this morphine shit no more. Do you understand? But now, how many people would have? Some people have high tolerances for that. Okay. You all need to understand, your enemy was not trying to help you by you not understanding the schools of mystery. And that's what a lot of people got upset about. Oh, if you deal with anything with the Egyptians and things like that, you're messing with all kinds of other gods. No, what happened with the Egyptians is that they got so good with technology and things like that, they did see themselves as gods. Don't these motherfuckers here think they gods because they made an iPhone? Don't they think they're smart as hell because of the technology and the things that they know how to do? They don't even consider God inside of medicine no more. You're in there praying for your relative. They're in there betting on science. Trust the science. That's their God. We had that same issue inside of the ancient times too. We started believing in what the fuck we could do too. And that's how we walked away from our Most High. Not because you were in there, here's some tarot cards, here's a candle asking for help. That's not how that went. It was that fucking easy. A lot of us would be in hell right now, like literally with fucking fire engine draws on, okay? Just a whole alarm on your draws going straight to hell. Because many people play games with magical things. Quiet as kept. Our arrogance got us in trouble. That's right. Arrogance and ignorance got us in trouble. And we started walking further and further away from what our power was. And our Father is not the type that's going to sit up here and drag you back. He gonna let you make your mistakes because it's a free real zone. He's not a God that literally ties you in and says, I'm gonna punish and beat your head in to get you right. No, he gonna let you walk your ass down and get fucked up. And when you go against him, there are repercussions that you got to deal with. Just like with these Gentiles. They thought that all of the wonderful things that they got after our downfall was gonna last forever. And they literally said in the Bible, your time is short, boo. You better do what you're going to do because this ain't going to last like this forever. But they thought that they're going to get away from this. They're going to do all of this death, killing, and everything else to get where they are today. And then they just going to walk off and it's going to be cool like that. And you don't get no punishment behind that. Its whole entire continent's sunk because of arrogance and foolishness. And you think you're going to walk out this shit just one and done? Oh, no. No. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. There's some shit you're going to have to go through. And quiet as kept, this world is being turned into a punishment area. Watch it. That's why I'm trying to get you to understand what my situation this week. No cops for an hour and a half. Any other time, they would have been here like that. Itchy and Scratchy that should have been locked up back on the street, walking out. This is happening. This is not just a isolated incident that happened to me. The police officer said this is happening everywhere. They don't even have enough police officers to even do a good job, period. Do you understand? After I called the police, they said it's 15 other calls that they have in front of me before they even get to me. I could have been dead in the street. I could have been in an accident, bleeding, They weren't going to send anybody. They sent to the fire department. What are they going to do? Do you understand the thugs around here robbed Itchy and Scratchy from Kansas? They robbed the man. Y'all got to understand what we're living at right now. This is not the normal times that we're living in right now. So understand, and if you're in these big cities, that if you really have some shit happen to you, depending on how bad it is, you may be 15 in line before anybody even comes and sees about what's happening to you. And a lot of people don't understand that. This is their heaven is being turned slowly but surely into their hell. They want people to come. Someone stole my bags off my porch. You ought to know better than to leave shit on your porch in Chicago. But because they've lived a life where that happened to us and not to them, they don't understand what's happening now. Everything has been switched. Okay? And these police officers have the attitude of, look, I'm here on my day off. I honestly could care less what happens to any of you people. I'm here just to get a check. I know your shit messed up. Who cares? That's how they came to us with a situation like that. And I'm telling you all, as wherever you are, be ready as things deteriorate more and more. Be ready to understand what is happening in your neighborhoods, because it's going to get more and more frequent. Okay? You're going to get more and more things happening. They're not coming unless it's a 5-alarm fire. Somebody's dead or got a gun to your head. And even if they got a gun to your head, they're going to ask you, did they fire it? If they didn't fire it, you're going to be third in line. You're going to have to handle a situation all to yourself. Because I was here with a crazy person that was literally high on drugs for an hour and a half with the fire department. And the fire department is looking at the thugs that are coming up saying, are we safe? And I literally told them, as long as you with me, you okay. Just don't go wandering off. Just stay inside the view of my cameras on my house and you be all right. But that's a damn shame. And plus, my neighbors also know I don't have a problem coming outside and fucking everybody up on the block. But they were fine. But what if I wasn't a person that was like that? Those firemen were literally in danger of Ray and Pookie in there. You understand what I'm saying? That's how deep this situation is deteriorating out here in these cities, if you don't understand. But as I was saying, when it comes down to this situation of us as Hebrews and getting everybody, we're coming out. You understand? Understand your enemy, ain't happy about that. So they're going to start coming after well-known people. They're going to start coming after your Chris Browns. They're going to start coming after certain folks bringing it up there, old dirty garbage. I mean, Rihanna's now pregnant with practically married and with a whole nother man with a baby and everything else. What happened between her and Chris Brown is way over and done with. They squashed, they cool. Why would you bring that up? And why would you bring up a man who's in the ground dead, been dead for since 2006? And he wasn't even found guilty for any of the things in which they are talking about. They're digging up old stuff. This is how you know your enemy got a problem with you coming out. So now they're really going to start coming. And the only thing that I have to say about those gentlemen in the purple that helped out, or you know what I'm saying, that when it supported Kyrie and still with Kyrie, is to be careful. And I'll say this, no new friends in your organization. Because, see, they want to try to find a way to make that organization look bad if they can. Oh, they're going to try real hard. But as long as those boys lock arms and, hey, ain't no new friends coming up in here and the high echelons of their organization, they'll be just fine. But like I said, I know that demon well. I know how they go about finding a way to try to make you look bad so they can look good, okay? The situation even with Kanye selling Balenciagas for $20. I got the hook on that one. That was funny. You understand? But Balenciaga didn't know that Tucker Carlson on Fox was going to put him on blast about that sex, what is that, BSM a situation they're trying to put out there with little children. But that's kiddie porn that they were trying to push out inside of a advertisement campaign. So what Kanye did highlighted something even more sinister. Quiet as kept. Okay? Are you watching how the Most High is just like, okay, son, thank you for opening up that door. Why don't I just pull off the whole entire cover off of this nastiness right here? Balenciaga was a very high profile brand, baby. You had to have some money to wear some Balenciaga, honey. The LBG community, them girls was very much so my Balenciaga and this and that, and they like what? Yeah, it don't look good. Kitty porn and all that associated. That's the type of shit that makes their whole organization look bad, because a lot of people feel like that organization opens up areas for that kind of bullshit to come in the back door without them realizing it. Okay? So if you notice, what they need to do to distance themselves out of situations like that is to condemn that kind of shit and say, we don't stand for that. We're not going to wear that brand. Seeing as that community kind of tells everybody what's cool and what's not cool to wear to a certain extent. All right. But like I said, Ye turned around and said he was going to sell a brand for $20, and you come and find out that shit ain't worth no more than $20 for that bullshit that they got going on in the background. Who's going to pay $3,000 or $4,000 for that kind of stuff? Do you understand? Who's going to do that? So little by little, the Most High is literally unveiling many things right in front of our face. And it's not this momentum just started, y'all. This is getting ready to get real interesting, because like I told you all, as long as we keep doing what we're supposed to do, keeping the Sabbath holy, these people, all these other individuals, young people are really starting to look at who they are. They want something to grab onto. They want to understand and learn. Eventually, they will graduate to where we are. You just can't make people graduate to this level. You have to, these people, everybody here had to walk their way to this point. Am I correct? Everybody here had to walk their way to the point where you start seeing the church as church. You start seeing this, you know what I'm saying? The Hebrew Israelite thing is kind of like black church, same shit, just different color. And eventually you start to look at this being as, okay, where's this going? And then you find a group of people like us who say it gets even higher. This is about you getting your spirit together with the Most High. This is about a real personal relationship with the Most High. This is about being in a very intricate, a diverse family of different individuals that we all respect each other's ability to be different, think different, see things from different points of views, and not get mad the way it's supposed to be. Not that we all going one group think. No, I can't stand group think. If I ask you, what do you think? I need you to give me your own individual, unique answer, not what everybody else says. Okay? When you get into a group like this, where we're looking into different levels of intellect, we're looking at different levels of understanding, we're looking at understanding that literally goes far beyond the books of Christianity and the Bible and the Torah. It goes further than that. That's a whole nother graduation level of eating meat, babe. Some people can only drink that milk. They can stay in the Bible, and that's where they're going to stay. And good luck with them there. And then there's some of us that are going to go to higher levels and even higher than that. That's the reason why when this situation comes to a close, and some people are taken in the inner earth, or some people are going to be taken off planet, there'll be a reason why you're taken off planet. Some people's, the whole family will be taken off planet, because the children in which you have, if a woman is pregnant and there's little small children that are a certain age, they may take them completely off planet so they can be able to be instructed totally different than what we're used to on this planet. There may be people who are taken inside the inner earth, because there they can instruct you on everything, the history, all these other things teach you how to do all kinds of other stuff. You never know how far this is going to go. They also may be able to work with you on the things that you are messed up in. Because right now, what we're doing as a group right now is dealing with the things that are going on with us. The mix-ups, the everything that we've been taught that's been wrong. Okay? We're trying to work on vomiting all of that crap up and getting ourselves better and working on ourselves emotionally and spiritually so we can deal better with the people around us. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. But our problem is that we feel like our family members should hold our hands and go kumbaya, and we all go rocking all the way to the Most High together. And everybody like, nah, bitch, me and you got some shit that we got to work out. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. You understand? And if that's what it is, then it is what it is. And let's work it out and get past that. Okay? Let's get it. Let's get it out and work past it. Let's see where we are. This is about us getting all of that crazy stuff that you have been raised with out of you. Sad, what a low self-esteem. I have it. I'm sure everybody else here has issues with that too. All of those things got to get worked out. And we try to work those things out so we can be able to leave, if that's what we're going to do, ascend, to do whatever, get a new body, however this whole situation plays out. The whole point is that you have to be tolerant of other people's ideas and beliefs. And the problem is we live in a world where people say you should believe this way or you should believe that way. And if you don't believe this way or that way or our way, then you're fucked up and you're our enemy. That's not how this life is supposed to be. That's not how you are able to invite other people into your surroundings. Oh, it's only us that's going. No, it's not. People who think that way will find their asses left right here. That's not how that's going to work. You have to be able to sit down and talk to other people, have other people's ideas. Okay? The problem with Ish right now is that you have two different sides of Ish. You have the Zionists and you also have the actual Orthodox people. The actual Orthodox people know that when they made that place over there, Israel, a fucking state, they fucked up because they know their Bibles too. And they said you weren't supposed to have a state until the Most High came back and established one for you. So who the fuck is that over there? The synagogue of Satan, the ones who are running shit right now. Mm-hmm. See, you get, and then what happens to the Ish that no, yeah, they know they converts, but they think that they're the only ones. You're a convert. That means you are a person that took on a religion, not the race. The race wouldn't know who they were. The race would be completely oblivious to who they are. This is the biggest unbelievable story in human history happening right now. We've seen this play out in movies. Oh, the main person, the kid that was in the back, that was the maid or the servant, is actually the king of the house. Okay? We've seen this play out inside of, they've been telling us our stories inside of Hollywood movies for how long, y'all? This is the great reveal. But just like in all of those stories, it takes a while, even though the master of the house is the slave, it takes a while to get rid of the evil motherfuckers that's in the house, like literally bullshitting and perpetrating. You understand? They standing there saying we who it is, right? So it's always going to be a fight. They not finna let the master of the house just take over like that without a fight now. We've all seen that in movies. Okay? So now what? Now what? And boom, you're gone. You understand? I don't understand why is it that people don't seem to understand how all of this is going to go. There's going to be a big fight. They're not finna sit up there and say, oh, you niggas are the person that we stole y'all's birthright. Do you understand how much shit is getting ready to hit the fan? When Sammy said, y'all done started a lot of shit, oh, the Most High started a lot of shit. Because trust me, The Edomites are sitting back looking at the same stuff we looking at. They looking at my channel and everything else, just like everybody else is, and they taking notes and looking at this sound wrong, but man, let me go see what these black folks talking about. And like I told you, they don't take too kindly to their United States giving money to some damn scammers. Now let's just keep it 100, you guys. They having a problem right now with the Ukraine, okay? Now look, they looking like the billions been sent to these folks, and we having problems right now. Y'all know Esau don't like being uncomfortable. So what makes you think they're not going to take into consideration what's going on with Israel, especially after this new information is coming up? Just because they don't say anything on the news don't mean this ain't being talked about in the back room somewhere outside of the cameras. Like exactly where the fuck did this come from, y'all? What are you saying, these people? What do you mean the blacks here are the real Hebrews? What the fuck is this? Now, yeah, it came out of a basketball player's mouth, but the way y'all reacted made shit look real funny. So what's going on here? See, in the background, their reaction is what made everybody go, huh? Why is y'all acting crazy like this? Why is the ADL jumping out their motherfucking skin like they drawers is on fire? If it was a lie, why are you reacting? See, you got a group of people full of lawyers standing here. See, all the lawyers always do that. If it's a lie, why is your reaction the way it is? There's more of them in Ishmael than you realize, baby. Trust me, I see it all the time. If you're reacting, if this was not true, you wouldn't be reacting the way you're reacting. And trust me, behind the scenes, they like, what the fuck just happened? What just happened? What are you saying, these black people? Do you understand the repercussions of how far this is going to go? This is going to go to them questioning us about all the money we're sending to Israel every year, all of this and this and this and that. What is going on here? And you're going to get somebody like Ron Paul who going to bring it up in Congress. We'd like to know why the blacks and, people like Kyrie Irving, who are professional basketball players, are saying that they're the real Hebrews. And we were told that if we bless Israel, we be blessed as a country. And this is beginning to look weird because we're not really blessed right now. We're going through hell right now. Okay? Trust me. The Edomites got Tucker Carlson's and Ron Paul's all over the place, baby. It's just going to take one that's bold enough to sit up there and bring this conversation to the forefront. And it ain't going to take much, especially when they really start losing shit. Okay? Because the Most High is going to undress. He's going to dress down this situation in front of everybody. Trust and believe that. And them white boys is going to want to know where the fuck our money been going to. Especially when money gets low. And I want to hear the excuse. That's what I'm waiting on. Yeah, y'all tell us. Go ahead. You got the flow, baby. Wait. You got a lot of explaining to do. I'm just sitting here waiting. Go ahead and tell it. I'm interested on how all that's going to work out. I want to know, well, you know what I'm saying? What they going to say. Because like I said, Zionists and Orthodox Jews already know the deal. The Orthodox Jews know that they over there in Palestine, over there on that little small smidge of the land, fighting those people, Palestinians, stealing their shit. That's the reason why those Palestinians are fighting like that. You came onto their land and stole their land and sit up there saying, it's our state. And the real Jews are saying, dude, you weren't supposed to do no shit like that. That's not how the Most High told us. The Most High said he would establish that when he came back. He ain't back yet. I don't know why y'all over there with that. And they going to turn around and say, we do have the Most High here. He wears glasses and he's afraid of getting COVID with a mask on. But that's that dude. He remember last year he showed up with glasses and mask on, y'all. Y'all remember that? That's their Jesus. He been hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Over there with them. They got the whole thing set up, y'all. They got the whole thing set up. So now we're getting ready to go through what anybody who has somebody impersonating their identity goes through. We got to prove that we are who we say we are. We ain't got to do much proving. I mean, your Bibles tell you exactly who we are. And what are the Gentiles going to do? Close it? I know they're not going to close it because this is too much. God bless America, home of the free land of the whatever. You understand what I'm saying? These people, you got too many Bible Belt religious white folks here who ain't going to understand why all of these Kadashi are tearing up their houses and why they get such bad luck. That's what they got. That's what they got. Okay, they don't understand why all of a sudden all of the elements are going against them now. They're not getting what's happening here. Okay. You're gonna have to explain why we're in this situation that we're in. See, like I said, it's got a lot of explaining to do, and it's happening behind the scenes because if you notice, there has not been a true retaliation against us yet. They can't retaliate. They don't know how to retaliate because they used to be able to scream anti-Semitic and everybody was shut down and come to their rescue. Oh, poor little Ish, what's going on, girl? Ain't nobody doing that. Everybody like, girl, why you acting like that? Why you tripping? You looking suspect right now. Let's go and read about what's going on here because you look like some shit ain't right over here with you. And a lot of people are doing that with them. So their clapback ain't really been a clapback if you notice. Look, you know what the clapback is. Y'all saw how they went in on Kyrie to completely loud that man. He's anti-Semitic. He's this and this and that. The man posted a leak. He didn't say or do anything. But did you see how the lies that they can turn around and morph? That's when they retaliate. And at that level, they know how to retaliate. Now that the dog whistle came back by Mr. Silver, back the fuck off before we all get outed, everybody went back into their holes and slithered back into their little holes. You got a few little reporters steady trying to poke the bear, but even those are getting told, stop it while you're ahead. Now, not only are they getting told, stop it while you're ahead, you've got Nike and Adidas that thought they was going to whoop Kanye's ass. Now they getting their ass whooped right at Christmas. This is their time. Tell me if the Most High ain't in this. This is their time where people are getting gifts. And now inside of the rumbling of the populace is no Adidas, no Nikes. That ain't going to be on a lot of people's Christmas list on Black Friday. In fact, Black Friday ain't finna be Black Friday because motherfuckers ain't got no jobs. Not like that. You got a whole populace of people who missing in action from their jab that they ain't telling nobody about. They're not going to have record numbers of sales because people are buying what they need because food has now become so expensive now. No one has time to buy the new Nikes and the new Balenciagas and nobody got that kind of money no more. So it's a hell of a time for you to have dropped. Yay. Hell of a time. You sealed your fate right at the creme de la creme of time where you all hand each other big, gigantic bonuses for the year. You just burnt your shit up. This is why you haven't seen a retaliation. That group of people know how to retaliate. That's when you start seeing them do shit like fuck with Dave Chappelle, and even they can't even fuck with him because, dude, he literally said at the beginning of his whole situation, he read out a clause, basically, saying, I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't believe in those things, which covered him legally wise, so they can't say shit. Okay? Smart man. That's a Virgo. And he went right into what he had to say. And what he had to say did, even though people may have disagreed, they may have disagreed with him, he said some things that were very key. Black people had nothing to do with the issues Holocaust. We weren't over there frying your asses in fucking ovens. We helped you get your ass out of that situation. But don't nobody say nothing about that. But Ish has been over here destroying entire communities for quite some time with the shit that they've been up to. Okay? Long time. The same people they gave chances to, they're destroying the community of as well. So they got a lot of explaining to do. But see, they don't want to bring that out. They don't want to bring out that they were majority slave owners as well. They don't want to bring that little mess out. They don't want you to really bring out a real fucking history lesson. Because now you got the white folks sitting at the table too with the black folks like, what? I thought we was on the people in here doing dirty shit to them. No. Because see, Ish came in here and integrated into white society. See, they could do that dual citizenship shit when they want to. Oh, 1 minute I'm a white man. Next minute I'm a Jewish person. I'm not white supremacy at all. But actually I am white supremacy altogether. But again, I'm not. Get the fuck out of here. Which one you gonna be? They integrated and became one. So Esau gonna stand over there, and Edomites are gonna be standing over there like, oh, so we ain't the only ones in hot water. You mean to tell me y'all did more shit than us? See, the meeting time is finna happen on who did the worst shit when it comes time for punishment. Because trust me, Edomites gonna be like, Ish was worse than us. We did our shit, but they did way worse. And they also took their identity too. So that's way worse than us. We were never trying to be no niggas. Okay? We was never trying to do that. Yeah, we hung a few of them. We killed a lot of people. We weren't trying to do all of that. Okay? When people start getting in trouble, that's when you start seeing people point fingers. Now, that wasn't us. That was them. All right? So, when you start seeing this whole situation come together, like I said, the true backlash, we ain't seen it yet. We ain't seen them retaliate yet. They trying to gather themselves behind the scenes. They trying to sit back and see just how much we know. And they haven't been doing their homework in a very long time. They've been very comfortable in their spots. So they didn't understand what happened. And then also they don't understand that they blessing was over in 2019. As soon as March 2020 came in, they little safety net that they had flew away. And it went back to the original heirs. That power that they enjoyed for so long, being untouchables. Now I call them the professional victims unit. Dun, 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 dun. When I do that, dun, 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 the professional victims unit. Okay? That's who they are to me now, the professional victims unit. They are truly, constantly. We're going to have a saga on today's professional victims unit. The saga continues. Honey, they are doing way too much. And everybody sees it. And that little guy, Irie Emmanuel, whatever his name is, honey, when he told everybody to drop Mr. Ye, I would have called him. I would have been like, hey, Irie, bro, we did what you said. Our business is now in the garbage. I know you got some money. You gonna pay me back for what I done lost? You gonna hear click, you understand? I'll be at his door, bro. I know you finna run me some cash after you had me do this bullshit. We wasn't even gonna be a part of this. You the one called and made that phone call, and you didn't have to listen. Oh, they behind the scenes having some fights right now. Trust that. All right? The professional victims unit is having some fights back there. Because I'm sorry, now all of a sudden, people are coming in and bothering. Now you finna start hearing, quote unquote, folks getting ready to do stuff to their little, that now I see inside little tiny, out of nowhere where they tried to build this situation up. I knew these were lies, and how you know they're lies, as soon as their stories come into the news, they vanish just like that. They said somebody vandalized somebody's graveyard. And then somebody left a note at one of their synagogues. No black person gives a fuck about a synagogue or graveyard. Those are two places you will not find black people, baby. Black people do not play inside of graveyards. Black people do not play over at Jewish synagogues for shit. So try that on somebody else. That's some white people shit. Black people don't do that. Black people barely like going to the damn graveyard for their own damn people. Okay? That's the reason why they put it in the news and it vanishes just as quick as it came out. Just like after all of this stuff happened, they tried to do that when they saw the guys from, at the Barclays Center lining up saying, somebody bother the synagogue. No one's listening to the professional victims unit. They're not listening to them no more. Because they know it's all for show now. No one has bothered their neighborhoods. They live very well. Okay, very well. No one's bothering them. And it's really coming out now. Everybody's beginning to see it for themselves. Do you understand the ADL literally is for them alone, for anti-Semitism for them alone? They don't do shit for Black people or any other race for that matter. Okay, same thing with the Southern poverty people. All kind of things have been happening. Where were the Southern poverty groups and all of that stuff when the Haitians were down there in Texas getting whipped like we were back in the 1800s? Where were they? Where's all of this anti-hate stuff when it comes down to different songs that are written about Black women and all this other stuff? Where are all of these groups at when this stuff is happening? That's because it's just to protect them and their agenda. It's not for anybody else, y'all. Okay? So, like I said, they are in the back rooms trying to figure out a way to retaliate against us. And their powers of what they used to have are no longer with them. They're with us now. This is the reason why I say now is the time for us not to go against each other on these social media types things. Don't have nothing to say. I don't have nothing to say against the camps and stuff like that. Let them do their thing. That's them. Like I said, it's levels to this. It's levels to this. Eventually, the people who are supposed to find their way to certain things will find their way to certain things. That's the beauty about the Most High. He don't force things down people's throat. Only people who are trying to control you force things down your throat. You can take it or you can leave it. The Most High has never been one. He didn't force himself on none of us. He's like, hey, you can roll with me or you can do your own thing. It's okay. I'm not mad at you, baby. Do you? And that's what I loved about finding this group of people, is that we can agree to disagree. I can be myself without having to put on clothes that look like I was back in the fucking AD times. That's not going to ever be Pat, okay? Never. I don't care who I marry, who I love. I'm not going to sit up here and walk around looking like I came out of 70 AD. That's not going to happen, okay? That's just not who I am. I live in the year 2023. That may have been a nice fashion back then. You understand? I am not scantily clothed at all. Very sophisticated. If I do want to put on something sexy, trust me, every bit of myself is covered. You might see some curves, but other than that, I'm not going to be out here looking like your night hooker either. All right? But I'm not going to sit here and look like I'm wearing a goddamn toga either, walking around on my damn blankets. Not going to do that. But I'm going to be who I'm going to be, because the Most High knows who I was when he made me. He knew I was going to be a very much so straight shooter, straight from the hip, pow type chick. Okay? He knew that when he sat up there and created me. There's no point of me trying to sit up here and act like something that I'm not. It's going to always come out anyway. So why play with it? You're bullshitting yourself at that point. And you're bullshitting him. And what's the point of doing that? That's the reason why I say be you. Be a better you. That's what I'm trying to work on. I felt bad about hemming up Itchy and Scratchy the other day. I felt bad about that. Because I'm trying to work on putting my Sammy hat in the back and keeping that under control. But dude pushed some buttons, and my neighbors pushed a couple. And they learned something about me. That I might be the nice lady across the street, but I will fuck your ass up. Okay? And I do have a point where everybody has, I am a hothead. But I literally try to look at things from a more calmer point of view. But when you're dealing with a certain type of people, so you can't come with that conservativeness with Ray and Pookie and them, okay? And Itchy and Scratchy. You got to come with that ghetto shit for them. That's the only thing they understand. But I had to talk to the Most High and say, forgive me for that. I didn't mean to hem up, dude. You know what I'm saying? They got some problems. If you messing with heroin and shit like that, you got some real damn problems. Real problems. You trying to kill yourself. At that moment, I wasn't thinking about that. I was choking the shit out of Itchy. I had to think about it. I heard a little voice saying, it's just the gate, Pat. It's just the gate. Everything is okay. Quit choking, itchy, scratching. Okay. Stop choking, itchy, scratching. But hey, you get mad sometimes and you revert and you have to go back and ask for forgiveness and say, I'm sorry, I'm still a work in progress. Stop trying not to be ghetto and shit anymore. I'm trying to be a good little spiritual light. I'm working on it. I had to go in the corner a few times. You understand? And calm down. But I'm working on it. At some point, I'll get to a point where I'm like my brother, where he can just look at us and just shake his head. I can't be him. I couldn't have powers like him. It'll be some blown up motherfuckers on this planet right now. Literally, whole houses in tiny little thistles of just sand right now. I got a couple of neighbors. They shit will be obliterated, just sand dust. Whew. Okay. That's the reason why we ain't got no powers right now. Because it will be horrible. We'd be revenging it like it's nothing nice. What'd you say about my damn yard? Where did you do this? We'd be done tow up a whole bunch of people. We'd be in a lot of trouble if we had our powers back. We really would. But I'm trying to, like I said, I had to tell him, I'm so sorry. But he does have his angels watching over us and keeping us in all our ways. Because I heard clearly somebody say, it's just a fence. You all right. It's okay. Stop. Because I was going to choke because I was enjoying this. See, that's the thing. There is a side to everybody. And I'm fully aware of my hothead side. My hothead side gets like, yeah, choke them, motherfucker. This is good. I'm letting out all kind of pent up frustration on your ass. And end up this person like, what happened to your ass dead? You done choked the motherfucker with your bare hands. Now your ass going to jail. You understand what I'm saying? You have to stop that because it starts feeling good to you. You understand? And I know that about me. That's the reason why I said I heard it. It's just a fence. Let it go. The house is fine. You can prepare a fence. Let Itchy go. You got enough problems. And I had to bring myself down and straighten myself up like the lady that I am. And bring myself back onto my own place again. And my neighbor said so. I said, bitch, I will beat your ass. Just learn how to shut up. Just stop. Because what this person didn't get, your ass will get. But the whole point is that everybody had itchy, scratchy issues, man. These people out here taking drugs because they can't handle things, y'all. They literally losing everything that they got. They out here doing things that I don't think that they would normally do. Okay, I really don't think they would normally do this, but they're losing things and they in our spot like we were back in the 90s. People was taking crack and not normal people that was doing that kind of shit. You understand what I'm saying? Was doing that kind of stuff. And now they're out here, you know what I'm saying, losing their jobs. And somebody tell you, hey, take it off your mind and smoke this. And these people get hooked up on this stuff. They stupid enough to go get behind a car and drive off and tear up something, or they could have killed somebody that night. You understand what I'm saying? They literally could have killed somebody that night. And maybe them running to my house stopped them from killing somebody. Somebody running to my gate, life may have gotten saved. You understand what I'm saying? Because they ran into my gate and had to sit there for an hour and a half. All right? It stopped them from doing something stupid because they were determined to get back in that car and do something stupid. Okay? And yesterday, it was about two car accidents that ended up with 6 cars being tore up in Chicago. People ended up dying in these car accidents. 6 car crashes, like all together. 2 of them in different parts of the city. And these people died. So that's the reason why I said maybe the Most High saved a whole bunch of people by that person running into my yard. You don't know how connected we are. You understand what I'm saying? But my hour is almost up, you guys. I'm been over a little bit over the hour. I am so happy to see that everybody came by to hang out with me and everything. Like I said, I am not busy today. Today is going to be a studying day for me to get back on a couple of things that I wanted to read about, as well as, just chilling and enjoying my day off, baby. Okay, y'all need to enjoy these days off while you can, because these are not our holidays. This is their time to be able to make their money. And the only thing I can say is I am celebrating this particular holiday is that Adidas and Nike ain't finna get none of my money, none of my friends' money, none of my family's money. They ain't getting shit. I feel like it should be a buy black or don't buy at all type situation. If that's what you're doing, is if you still into them holidays, bounty black people stuff. I know a lot of our people want to be a part of this movement and things like that, but they can't get out of the Christianity. Oh, my kids are used to Christmas and all this. Let me tell you something. My grandbaby loves that there's no Christmas. She is 5 years old and she'll tell you we don't do Christmas. And she's like, I don't need a Christmas. I have Christmas every day with my Gigi. And she right. Because if your kids had any damn good sense, and this is how you sell it to them. Do you want Christmas one day of the week, one day of the year, or do you want Christmas possibly once a week? I guarantee you every kid will be like, I want Christmas once a week. To hell with Santa Claus. Okay? My grandbaby knows if we're in the store, and anybody that's a grandparent knows that when you're in the store, you see toys, you think of your little grandkids, you like, let me get this for them. And you just get it because you want to, not because somebody told you to. We got to get out of that. If you want to have a wonderful dinner with your family, you don't need a date on the calendar to say, I want to spend time with my friends. I can say, you know what? My crazy ass held a party at my house. And we're going to have dinner and drinks. Who want to come back? That's what you do. It can be Friends Day or whatever. Whatever you want to call it. We can come up with some old crazy shit. Y'all saw me come up with the professional victims unit. You come up with some other shit. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? Shit, Hebrew Day. You understand? Whatever. The Brews Day, Brew Dinner. All right? You can do whatever you want to celebrate, however you choose to celebrate. But you ain't got to do it because this is what you've been conditioned to do. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Break your chains, because Christmas and Thanksgiving is a chain. They tell you when you can, but if you notice on your black holidays of your people that you celebrate, like Martin Luther King, they tell you at your job, oh, you got to use a personal day or PTO day or vacation day to celebrate that day if you want to work here. They're not giving you that holiday anymore. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? You got to choose if you want to take one of those days. All right. Black History Month is 28 days, but all you want to show me is a fucking, what is it, slave movies. That's all we've ever been, is slaves. No. You understand what I'm saying? You have to uncondition yourselves to certain situations. Just like with church. People want to sit up there and go to church on Sunday. You've been conditioned to go to church on Sunday. Your people's and your people's before that, all the way to slave time, have been used to going to church on Sunday. Well, you know what? It's easy for you to turn around and say, I don't do church on Sunday. I do church on Saturday. Who's going to stop you? Who's going to come to your house and slap you upside the head? Where's the church police at that's showing up at my house on a damn Saturday? I wish they would. It'll be an interesting damn day. Okay? You ain't got to go to church. Church is wherever you are having a conversation with the Most High. You ain't got to be with these people. You ain't got to rock with them. It's just a matter of you making up your mind, I'm going to change my mind and do something else. We do it every day. Why can't you do it with this? New Year's. New Year's is day New Year's. Our New Year's is when shit starts growing again. I love it makes so much sense. When March 20th and all that comes, ain't no more snow. The grass is coming, the trees are budding. That sounds like New Year's to me. That's our New Year's for all you new people that's sitting here that don't know. That's when the Brews New Year is, in March. No, preferably the week of March 20th. Okay? That's our New Year's. And guess what? I love that day. And I love how we do New Year's. We sit up there and that's our little time of atonement. We sit there, we get our little beds ready to go to sleep and get ready to have a visit from our Father. And we have a big dinner. You understand what I'm saying? And we talk to each other about the year. And we apologize for being an asshole to our kids or an asshole to our husbands or wives. I was a total bitch this year. I know. And I'm sorry. You understand? That's what I do with my daughter. I'm sorry, I had a bad year this year, but I want to try to do better with you. I'm going to try to have a better conversation with you and ask the Most High to forgive me for how I treated my child. That's what our New Year is supposed to be, y'all. It's supposed to be spring, a newness, everything. You clean up your whole damn house. Y'all do the biggest decorating and everything for Christmas and holidays. I done seen some people's houses bad than the motherfucker for Christmas and everything. Why can't you do that inside of March? And we're not talking about Christmas trees and shit. I'm talking about deck out your yards and get everything nice and pretty and all those things, welcoming in the new spring. They have all kind of stuff at Home Depot where you can make spring is here and all that. Ain't nobody's talking about literally praying to no spring deity. No, that's your New Year. You get your house ready for a visit from the Most High. If the Most High was coming to your house, how would your house look? You'd be able to eat off the floor. You could lick them motherfuckers if he was coming to your house. For real, for real. That's how I handle my New Year's in March. It's important to me. This place is spotless from top to bottom, baby. Okay? And we have a beautiful dinner. I put out the real stuff. I bring out my mother had utensils that was 14 karat gold. We bring out the 14 karat gold for that day, baby. We've never used any of her utensils and her good china. That's when we bring out the gold with the gold rim, 14 karat gold rim cups and shit. Oh, we go off. But this is stuff that we weren't taught. We were taught about the Gentiles' Christmas and the heathens' Christmas to eat a bunch of fucking pork and get your sorcery on with the games. There's no TVs playing during that time. That's a whole 2-day event. The Most High comes in the evening to have a sleepover, and during the day, y'all have a good day, breakfast and everything with everybody at the house. And then in the evening, to cap it off, we all have dinner and we leave a plate for the Most High, like he's sitting there. We serve it up and a seat right there open for him. That's a different type of New Year's, if I've ever heard of one. That's how I do my New Year's and my Day of Atonement, which is our New Year's, okay? That's how I do that. I think it's quite beautiful. I think it's quite beautiful. Every time I've always had beautiful, beautiful dreams, or my life has been blessed. For the second year in a row, my life has been blessed behind that. So clearly I'm doing something right. But my thing is that why not? Why not, y'all? Why not break them chains and do something different? Come back to your Father and he will bless you. You can come up and do it with your own spin. You ain't got to do it Miss Pat way. You can do it with your own spin. It's your family. It's your relationship between you and him. If y'all got some spectacular shit, let me know, okay? But the whole point is that it's not something that this world can benefit off of. That's a relationship between you and your Father. And it's just that simple. So like I said, I'm training my grandbaby up in a way that she don't even like Halloween. She's like, I don't ever want to go to Party City again. She's like, don't ever take me to Party City. I'm like, what? She's like, I never want to go there. I hate that store. And that's because they had all of this evil stuff going on. And she did not understand that because we don't celebrate Halloween. So she didn't understand what was going on. So she's not into any of these holidays at all. And she tells her friends, we don't do Santa Claus here. So put that away. We don't watch Santa Claus stuff on here. No, we're going to turn on something else. If you teach your kids, you don't have to worry about that. That's why I say I don't honor when people say, "Oh, it's for the kids and other." You are doing shit for other people. Other people said this is what they doing, and that's why you're doing it because you don't want to look different. I don't give a damn about looking different. I do. My family says, "Oh, we want to bring gifts over for baby." I let them bring gifts over. Thank you. Then you coming over for Christmas? No, I'm not. But I'll see you all later. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not coming over to do the Christmas thing, but if they want to have a little dinner and things like that, I'll still participate with my family. But I'm not myself. I'm not doing that. I'm not decorating my house with all of that crap. I'm not doing all of that stuff. That's not me. Okay? But if they choose to do that, that's on them. But I'm not going to sit here and condemn them nor boycott their house. And yeah, some of us do the most with our relatives. We really do. Okay, no, I'm not coming over there. I don't celebrate. You ain't gotta tell nobody. You just say, no, not this year. I got something else I have planned. You can regretfully decline. Thank you so much for inviting me, but I have other plans, and that's it. You ain't gotta go into a whole spiel about why you ain't and why you should and all that other stuff. If people want to continue their road that they're on, allow it. That's the cool thing about this group over here. Allow it. Okay. Let them do them. You know in your heart, as long as they ain't in here trying to make you do anything, not trying to shove ham down your fucking throat, hey, you have to tolerate many things. Don't you think our brother tolerated many things about us? And he was way more advanced than we are. And he tolerated our foolishness and everything, our stupidity and everything. Everybody is not going along on this ship ride, okay? Everybody's not going to be on the same level, and that's something all of us have to accept. But anyway, it's an hour and a half. I done been on here longer than I should have been. But anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. You all enjoy the rest of your day. Today is Tuesday, is my normal Tuesday. If I come up with another lesson or something during my teaching, I will be back tomorrow. If not, I will see you all next week. All right. So I will talk to you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thumbs up the video. Don't be over here in my kitchen getting all kind of snacks and shit and don't even want to thumbs up a video. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all be killing me with that. It's like, what? It don't cost you nobody to thumbs up a video. Just in the house. What you got in the fridge, girl? You got anything to drink? You know what I'm saying? Don't even thumbs up the video at all. Just awful, awful, awful. Typical brothers and sisters, I swear. Anyway, you all take care, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.